Hi everybody, I'm Alphedia Arara and welcome to today's live video. So a month in lockdown for me. So this is me, I've hit my month stage. I've not been out of the valley, but we are very blessed with the beautiful valley we live in. So it's really not a problem. So just wait to see if anybody comes on live. Nobody on yet, so that's interesting. And have we got some people? I can't see that figure. Maybe you can shout out if you're online watching and if anybody's actually.
Oh, yeah,
Yay! Jane's come on! Yay! That's good. So you're the first one on today, Jane, and we'll see if we get some more people. I don't usually get asked to do one at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't know why. Was just told to do it at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So maybe there's a reason. Maybe somebody wouldn't be able to join later on tonight at my usual time of 7 or 8 o'clock, and that's why I was asked to come on a bit earlier than usual today. So, what are we going to talk about? Today, I'm going to give you information about the virus, new information that I have received, tell you about the next Earth Healing SOS, which is going to be on Friday night. So I'm going to give you the information on that, what we're going to do with that, and going to talk to you about the Sirian transmission, why the Sirians have come forward, what the Sirian agenda is, and I'm in the room with Bob. He promised he'd be quiet. Bob the Budgie may make an appearance for those of you who are fans of Bob. Um, and we're going to talk about the Sirian agenda, their agenda for ascension. So the Sirians are the star race who are really helping us all ascend, because to get out of this lockdown that's going on around the world, it's all about us upgrading our vibrations, and you as light workers are going to be key people to help do this. So I'll talk a bit about that as well. And then we're going to do a skull healing. So the Syrian skull, it's the last of my lapis. Oh, I had so many of these carved with the lapis eyes. Let's come forward a bit. Auraengus is oh, he's set it up fancy today. He's just playing about with it. So this one, you can't really see it. I wonder where. It's probably set perfectly for me. So I won't be doing them like this again. That's how he sets them up for the workshops, but I don't think they work so well for the Facebook Lives because you can't see the crystal so well. But anyway, this is the last Lapis Sirian, and it wants to do its healing for us all today as well. So and I've got lots of new crystals have just come in, crystal skulls that I had on order. They've arrived. I've managed to get some chrysoprase as well. So some nice pieces of chrysoprase, because it's really hard to get chrysoprase these days, but nice big pieces of them. So I'll talk to you about that. If you've been doing the earth healing SOSs, you know about the importance of chrysoprase or green crystals. This is green vivanicite. And yeah, so we'll talk about some of these things. And Bob, you'll have to go out if you're going to be so noisy. He's normally so quiet, but he hangs out with Auriel all the time. So, but he's in his cage just now because we're expecting the postman to come. So everybody that's waiting for mail, finally, the postman is coming. So we have got massive sacks of mail to go out, and because the mail now we're in their system, they're going to come do collections. I can put new skulls and things up on the shop and get all that going again for you. But first of all, let's just talk about the virus and where we're all at with that. So basically, the Lady Amethyst came through, Archangel Amethyst, Archaea Amethyst, whatever you want to call her. She is the twin of Archangel Zadkiel. And she came forward and did a big healing on me yesterday morning, actually. It was truly beautiful. And she wants to come forward and offer us all a healing in her amethyst cage to disconnect us from the morphic grid of this virus and all the things that go with it, you know, the manipulation, the government control, the threats, everything else that's going on. So she's offering us that. And she was talking about, and today, Bob, today, Sanat Kamara, the Arcturian, he came forward and said it's all about us stabilizing our Merkabahs. Okay, so lots of you have done the Merkabah breathing with me before, lots of you have done the Merkabah strengthening retreats with me before, but some of you maybe haven't and don't really know about your Merkabah. So in the Earth Healing SOS, which will be on Friday night, but to be part of that, you're going to have to join my newsletter to get the information through, first of all. Not sure how it's going to be. It's going to be done on Zoom, but they said not to do it through Facebook to protect the vibration of the work we're actually going to be doing. So that'll be sent out in an email with the details. Maybe you have to sign up for it as a workshop like normal, but there'll be no charge for it. But just to get into the booking system, we've not quite worked that out yet because we've not been asked to do something like this before. But we've got 3 or 4 days to sort that out. So keep an eye out. And if you're not on my newsletter, elementalbeings.co.uk, if you go onto the website, you can sign up for the newsletter and then you'll be able to take part in the free healing for us all as well. So further information will be shared about what I am receiving and what earth healing work we can do. That will be released as part of the Earth Healing SOS on Friday night. Okay, so what we're going to do now is talk a bit about the Sirians. The Lord Sirius came through. I think it's him. I think we have to fit in with Lord Sirius's agenda, his timescale, because he is doing the workshop tomorrow night. There's over 60, maybe 70 of us doing it so far. So if you've not signed up for that yet, it's a £25 2-hour transmission with the Sirian star beings. So it'll be live on Zoom, or you can do it through the distance option as normal. And you can see the information on the website again for that. But I'm going to go through, do a little meditation with Lord Sirius for you. Let him read his channeled message, because they've started to add extra bits on now when I'm doing Facebook Lives, and we will process that. So Bob, you're now making the strangest of noises, and you don't normally make any noise in the afternoon, which is why I thought it was safe not to actually remove you. So can you all hear Bob? The reason Bob isn't here is Auriel's little friend from school, the one boy that's in his class at school, is going for a cycle down the glen, so he's going to wave to him from the garden as he cycles past. So Bob has been placed in here, and as I say, he's normally silent. So I hope he's not distorting too much the sound. Somebody's saying they can hear Bob. Hopefully it's okay. Come on, Bob, you need to be quiet now. I'm going to have to get him out and just have him sit on me, haven't I? And then he'll be quiet. Right, just 2 seconds. You all want to see Bob anyway, so come on, Bob. They all want to see you. This is why you're making such a fuss, isn't it? Oh, did you come your little head? Right. Here is Bob. He really wanted to be seen today. Oh, well, he's gone for a fly now. But anyway, good. You sit up there and just be quiet now. So he doesn't like being, he's never in his cage. So he doesn't like being in his cage. So that is why he was making a noise. That is what it's meant to be, Bob. You just are performing now. Oh my goodness. That's you, your final word. So for those who don't know the story of Bob, Bob arrived a month ago. Bob is the reincarnation of Romany, who was the star of my book, our dog. And I got told this just 2 days before Bob arrived, and we didn't believe it. But since Bob has arrived, so many traits are just like Romany. Like this, for example. Whistling your head off is not what we're wanting just now, Bob, okay? But anyway, he's so tame. He just flies about everywhere. He only usually makes this noise if other birds are around. Bob, we're going to be quiet now. Yes. Right. They always say don't perform with animals and children, don't they? So, Lord Sirius, he is the main Lord of Sirius. He is coming forward at this time to help. There are millions of incarnate Sirians on Earth now, so you may well be an incarnate Sirian, especially if you are on the Ascension path. So many of you have been following my work for a few years now, and you know that we've been bringing through some Sirian transmissions, but the focus of this is a new series of 3. So there's all the back ones there, which are still very valuable if you want to download them on the website. This is going to be a 2-hour workshop he's wanting to do. So it's not just a straight transmission where we go up into the spaceship. They're going to tune us, going to work with the Sirian crystal skull as well. But really, the Sirians have decreed that humanity is requiring upgraded pineal glands. So we know about our pineal gland in the brain in order to fully access these new Earth templates. So these templates got released in December. This virus kind of came to our consciousness in December. And the frequencies and codes of the new Earth are so powerful that they're causing a bit of chaos for many. And they've decided that if humanity's pineal glands are upgraded even further, so a lot of us require to decalcify our pineal glands at this time as well, especially if we've spent years and years using fluoride toothpaste. Then they've got together a team of medical Sirian trained specialists who are going to perform skilled and intricate work on our pineal glands, okay? So many of you may have been feeling a bit lightheaded since the full moon. Many may feel a bit spaced out, maybe a bit bloated physically, maybe a bit out of sorts, maybe a lot of weird dreams. This has all been building up since the full moon last week. And this is because we opened up our stellar gateways, which was part of the thing. I actually did that workshop again this morning. Wow, it was amazing. But our pineal glands haven't been coping with this new influx of light that's come onto the planet since the full moon. So they really want to help us get all this balanced. The benefit of doing this, they've said, is it's going to increase our psychic abilities, so our clairvoyant vision. And it's also going to allow us to be part of this greater ascension process. So it's going to help you to get more in contact with your own mission, your own path. So I've sort of been working with them in preparation for this just over the last couple of days, and I've had massive realizations about pressure I've been putting myself under, and realizing that part of the pressure is because I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not producing this or that, and then actually I've realised it's not part of my mission to do that. That's for other people to do. My mission is really to do a lot of the one-to-one channeling work for people, has been my big realisation. So I know other people are going to channel information that is just for mass dissemination, and that's great. But part of my mission is to do this channeling work for everybody, with the skull channelings, the soul channelings, the dragon channelings. And that's taken loads of pressure off me to know actually this is what I am here to do at this time. It's not to be channeling for millions of people, which obviously if I put a channeling out, anybody can access it, but to help those who really are wanting the help at this time through the private channeling. So that's been a massive realization for me over the last couple of days, which has really helped me. So maybe that you'll start to have realizations about your path that, you know, I always knew the channelings were part of my path, but, you know, they want more skulls released, they want different options put out there, and that's what I'm here to do as part of my, you know, service. So the other part of this transmission they're going to bring through is to help us all to move into this alignment to doing more Stargate Ascension work, which is really what they're offering us. So the Stargates are what you will leave the Earth through, and depending when you cross over, what level of ascension you've reached, how much karma you've cleared, how much inner work you have done, will depend on what Stargate you can go through into the higher realms at crossing over, so that you can have different options for your next lifetime too. So we're starting to move into future lifetime work as well, which is really, really exciting. So I can't read comments in the moment. I will come closer to read them because I don't have my glasses on and I can't read from a distance here. But do feel free to comment and I will read them all before the end of this Facebook Live, and I can respond to, you know, anything that comes up. So we're just going to take time now to connect for a moment with the Sirians, because some of you have never worked with the Sirians before, they said, and this is an opportunity for those who've never worked with them to feel their energy. And we've got musical accompaniment of Bob, who does seem determined to talk. He's just talking as soon as I talk, which is hilarious, because if I go silent, he'll go silent. Listen. You okay, Bob? You going to stay quiet now? So, he's just too funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect in with the Sirian consciousness so that you can all just feel the Sirian energies. Okay, so I'm just going to close our eyes for a moment. Take our awareness down into your heart center as we call forth the energies of Lord Sirius to come around us all now. Starting to feel the Sirian codes of light entering into your auric field. So I allow Lord Sirius to speak through me. Greetings, 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 and welcome, one and all. It is a privilege to connect with you all today. We Sirians wish to commend you all for enduring Earth at this time, and for being willing to be pioneers of the light. It is our privilege and honour to bring forward our healing tools to support you. Now, many of you are incarnate Sirians, or will have studied a lot on Sirius A or B. We Sirians have started the ascension plan for humans on Earth, Sirian incarnates and other starseed souls who are ready for full Stargate ascension in this incarnation. And we are very excited to bring forward this healing opportunity for you, for we did not know what would occur when the New Earth templates were released, how humanity would handle this. But see this lockdown period for you all as an opportunity to refine your energy frequencies. Know you are being lovingly supported and guided through each stage of this mission. And remember to ask for help if you require it. We will come to you in dream time in your meditations or through channelings to support you on your ascension soul journey. Adonai. So this is the message Lord Sirius brought through before. I come forward to connect with you all at this time and to invite you to be part of the Sirian agenda of ascension on Earth. Many of you have been working with us consciously or unconsciously over the past 3 years. The Sirian agenda is to support planetary ascension and consciousness, whilst in third dimensional form on Earth. Many Sirians, in fact millions of Sirians, are currently incarnate on Earth, and others of you have spent time learning within the Sirian wisdom temples. What is occurring on Earth at this time is very interesting to us all to observe. This situation has meant many of you are now returning to source energy within, are returning to remembering you're part of a brethren of light on the earth, and you are being called to dream the new earth consciousness into reality. The fifth dimensional earth is ready to be birthed, but in order for this to occur, it requires light workers who are of high enough vibration to dream the new earth into reality, to have an upgraded pineal gland. This time on earth, your pineal glands are not vibrating at high enough frequency for you to access the new earth grids. Now, the new earth grids are already in place but are not yet switched on. They are waiting until the critical mass of awakening has been reached. But to speed this up, to help end your quarantine period on earth, requires for the upgrade of these pineal glands. For now, at this time, it's all about preparing yourself. This will be done in 3 parts because having a high vibrating pineal gland will come with a massive detox within your physical self, as well as a dramatic increase in vibrational frequency. To do this in one session would blow your minds, literally. So we wish to take you to Sirius A to work with our top medical ascension teachers. This will support you through this process over the next 4 to 5 weeks, depending on how well the upgrading is going for you all. This then allows you the opportunity to integrate these inner shifts. For you to be under no illusion that if you feel the call to be part of this work, to not only help humanity but your own personal ascension process, then you will be upping your vibrational frequency and psychic awareness. We look forward to doing this work with humanity. Namaste. So the Sirians, there's loads of them in this room. There's about 25 of them in this room, and one of them just went and shot Bob up. Bob could see them all coming in, which is why he's been going crazy. That's so funny. Yeah. So now we're going to have our healing from the Sirian skull to help you all at this time. And we're just going to allow you to feel the energy of the skull. Sorry, it's a bit far away. I wasn't very organised today with setting up, but you can feel its energy. It's the last one up on the top, AS137 of the Sirian skulls, and of the Lapis skulls actually. So if you just want to get yourself comfortable, if you want to sit in meditation position. And now we're going to just open up our third eyes, build a bridge between you and the skull. And we're just going to allow the Sirian skull to give us all a beautiful healing today. So yesterday the energy was very chaotic in the human earth grid. There's a lot of fear coming through. There was a lot of upset, chaotic energy. I know in the UK the death toll peaked. I know it's really high in America as well now, but it hasn't, maybe not peaked, but it had gone a lot higher. A peak would mean it's going to come back down, but I think that they said there'd been less figures, but it can just be issues with reporting. So anyway, all that in the third dimensional matrix was affecting a lot of people, and some of you might have felt that if you're an empath. So we're just going to tune in now to these energies and let you all have a nice healing today. Can you feel the energy starting to build up around you? There's so many Sirians in this room. It's like Sirian disco going on. They're all like so happy. Just closing your eyes, I'll allow the skull to speak. Greetings, greetings. My name is Funtia. I am residing within this crystalline consciousness. Within the Lapis Lazuli stone, the stone of the third eye, the stone of the pineal gland, I wish to bring forward a short transmission of healing to balance you all at this point today and to prepare you for greater communication with the Sirian consciousness and your earthwalk reality. So focus your awareness in the center of your forehead as I begin my healing transmission for you all now. Okay, so now the skull's finishing its transmission. Just allow yourself to finish up whatever work this beautiful skull was doing on you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back round. You'll see that I now have a budgie has landed on my head. At least he's quiet now. So wow, the skull shifted a lot of grief and actually claustrophobia out of me. There was a lot of claustrophobia and anxiety got lifted out of my heart center there. So yeah, that was pretty powerful. You're a pretty powerful skull, aren't you? Thank you. This is grade A lapis. It's got beautiful gold flecks in it. That's what makes it good quality, is the gold flecks, and there's lots of gold flecks in this. So um so how are you all doing? I'm going to come over and see if I can see some of your comments. Unfortunately, the bird landed on my head during the meditation. Oh, he's on the floor now, so that's perfect. So that was beautiful. Hi Bob, everybody's loving Bob. That's good. He so wanted to be in that. Bob loves it. I think he was going crazy because he can see all the Syrians that were coming in. Fortunately, I'll be a bit close now, but I'm just trying to see if anyone has comments. Yeah, people seem to have enjoyed it. Oh, somebody else got budgies. That's nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think he was channeling Lord Sirius Scott. I mean, just wants to be seen. It's like Romany. Romany was such an attention seeker. But that's good. We can hear you both. That's hilarious. Auraengus has just walked past the window like Bob's on her head in a workshop. But great. So I think Bob was Salclead. I think Bob was wanting to be part of this transmission for whatever reason. So yeah, looking forward to working with you all. And I forgot to tell you all about, I've got a big walk-in workshop happening. Lots of you are walk-in souls, like me, like Auraengus. So I'll put the details of that out today. So really, Metatron, I've done 3 walk-in workshops before to integrate us, but they've realised that what's been happening after 7 years, they thought that the old souls and their trauma and everything would have just left easily, but a lot of us now are getting memories coming up which are the previous souls, not really our stuff. And there's been a lot of stuff not closing off as easily as they thought it would for the previous soul, because we're having to clear the karma and ancestral patterning and things of the previous souls. So that's a big workshop. The reason these are special workshops is I do full like embodiment, so Metatron will fully embody me, and so I allow Metatron just to talk through me. Nobody's here to have lunch with Metatron. Usually we have lunch with Metatron, and he is quite hilarious at lunch. I'll never forget Anatole going, Metatron, would you like some potatoes? And she passed them across the table. Can you eat? How does it work in the angelic realm? So usually lunch with Metatron is the funniest bit. But it'll just be me and Auraengus doing lunch with Metatron. But yes, so if you want that experience of a live workshop with Metatron, fully embodying me, he is very amusing. It's a different workshop when he's doing that. He usually allows people to ask questions. We're trying to figure out the hands up bit on Zoom and things so people can have that whole interactive experience with Archangel Metatron. That's up on the website now, and everybody taking part will get a channeled message from Metatron as well, get to ask a question and get a channeled message. So hopefully you can take part in that course as well. Bob, you're being so noisy. Come on, come down. Come and say hello. Okay, you go for a fly. So so yeah, that's coming up on Sunday. It's going to be Rainbow Ascension Dragons for, oh, now he's singing. For the Dragon Workshop, and hopefully the Pleiadians and the Centaurs are going to be coming through as well to do this womb healing for us too this month. So there's lots in the plans to keep us going during this busy Ascension period. I have got some new crystal skulls coming as well. I'll put some photos of these up. These are star being skulls without labradorite eyes, so they're a lot cheaper. Bob, too much cheaping, okay? Yes, too much cheaping. Never doing a live with a budgie in the room again. So anyway, these are green ones. I managed to get some green fluoride because we know green protects us. So these will be coming in about 40 plus the VAT. So there's about 5 or 6 of them have come in. But I've managed to get this, I've managed to get some nice chrysoprase because lots of you were like, where can we get chrysoprase? The mine's actually closed now in Australia, so it's hard to get it. You know, so we've got nice pieces. These were sold to me by the gram. I've not priced them yet, but there's lots of different size ones for in your pockets. So I know lots of you were looking for chrysoprase because that was the crystal of the heart. It's really good for the lungs. It's good for abundance. So there's all these beautiful pieces. So I will get these photographed maybe this week or at the weekend. I'll get them up on Facebook. And if there's a piece that you think's for you, now we've got the mail going, we'll be able to ship them out. And one other thing, these all just arrived yesterday. One other thing is shungite pendants. So some of you were wanting shungite to protect you against the 5G and other electromagnetic frequencies. So these are the top grade shungite. So obviously it's a wee bit small. That's a big pendant there, but this is really high vibration, high quality shungite. I'm really super pleased with them. Again, they're per gram and they're all different sizes. So I'll put them up if you were looking for a shungite pendant to wear. I was looking for one that wasn't quite as big as this one, you know, for if I was out and about. I know lots of you got this one when we were selling that with the sort of tree on it. But if you're going for a night out somewhere, you know, you're staying somewhere and you know there's going to be a lot of Wi-Fi, 4G, then these are quite nice pendants as well. He did have earrings, but I don't want ears pierced, so I didn't buy them. And he did have beautiful bracelets. They're going to be well over £100, so I wasn't sure. If anybody would like them, you can always let me know. I think that the earrings were just coming in at about £20, so they were nice actually. So I can always order them. It's just so rare that he's got top quality shungite in. So if MD wants them to protect them at this time, you know, you just need to let me know. I'm trying my best. My crystal guy's trying his best just to keep us all going. And yeah, I think that's everything for now. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday night, those who are joining me. I will get all the information out through the Elemental Beings website, elementalbeings.co.uk. Sign up to the newsletter for the free Earth Healing SOS with Lady Amethyst, where we'll get a lot of deep work done on us as souls to help us as well with ascension, to help disconnect us from this whole morphic grid that's been created around the world with the virus, and to get our Merkaba strengthened as well. So that's Friday night. So let your friends know about that. If they want a free healing, they just need to sign up to the newsletter. And if you're signed up to the newsletter but you're not getting them, check your spam, re-enter your email address. Because we send newsletters out about twice a week, so you should be getting them if you're already signed up. Okay, so I'm going to sign off for now. I'm away to keep going with the Ardmano messages, so I'm up to the 4th of April now. So that I've cleared a lot this morning. I'm hoping that I'll get down to just maybe a week's wait. I've got 16 to do before it'll just be a week's wait. We're on 10 days at the moment. And I'm up to the 30th of March for soul channelings, or any of the bigger channelings. Loads of people booked on that day, the 30th. So I've been working through that for a few days. So I'm powering on with all the channeled messages as well. Okay, so lots of love. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep doing your high vibration work. And if you're looking for any crystals, let me know. I've got actually clear quartz of this size. Star beings have come in. White howlite, that's new. I've never had howlite star beings before. And rose quartz star beings this size have come in as well. So I need to just channel their star races for you. And you know, this is really beautiful, sort of blue, purple, green fluoride ones are lovely to work with. Okay, have a good rest of your day, and sending you lots and lots of love. Namaste.